38 hours, and it don't look like sleep coming soon. 'Cause I could break like a bird, or I could swallow the sea. It seems like the daylight is coming, and no one is watching but me. But I don't mind the dark, discovering the day, 'cause the night is a beautiful, bright blue and gray. But what brings me down now is love, 'cause I never get enough. What brings me down now is love, 'cause I never get enough of love. And it's a dangerous time for a heart on a wire, shuttle from station to station, noisily, not knowing why. So I put my
Hey guys!
Hey everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for coming to our very special post-stream after the Springfield, Missouri rally. We're so glad to have you guys. Thank you for being patient. We were getting some last-minute things worked out. And also, we are finishing up those contests that we're really excited to announce for you guys. We are still entering the names. You guys have really blessed us so much that we're entering hundreds of names right now.
Yeah.
So Max is working on the Missouri list. I'm working on the Vegas list. And then as soon as we get those finished, we will be announcing the winners of the special prize packs. And then we will announce the winners of the banner and the jersey as well. So we're really excited to do that. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And thanks for everyone for participating in our contests last night and tonight. The rallies last night in Las Vegas, Nevada, and today in Springfield, Missouri were both a great success. So we really appreciate everybody being on board with us. And it was just a great, another memorable President Trump rally, and just so many different things that happened today. The crowd, number one, the lines were super long as soon as we got there, thousands of people, and the enthusiasm and the excitement, because you could tell the people of Missouri, they've been waiting for a President Trump rally to, to be here for a long time. You could tell that they were ready to go, and I don't know how many people, thousands of people were left outside, and 500? 5,000. So
wow.
5,000 people left outside, roughly, give or take. So, it was just another great success. And, these people are going to go home and tell their family and friends about it. And it was just a great rally. And President Trump covered every issue, right, Max?
Oh, he really did. There wasn't a lot that he left unturned. And he really rejuvenated some old topics that used to be his favorite. I mean, I don't remember hearing about it. It's possible it was recent, but I don't remember him really bringing up the Space Force recently. And he brought that one back up, and he was talking about his new bill for veterans, the ability to kind of have some more control with their health issues and that kind of thing. So, I think that there's some new things that he brought up, but he did bring up a lot of those classics. And, it was another one of those very off-the-cuff rallies. It seemed like they scripted it a little bit shorter today. And he was just much more candid tonight with the people of Missouri, and the people of Missouri loved it.
Yeah, they were so receptive to it because, as you guys know, President Trump really just knows how to talk to an everyday American, and they really loved hearing that. You know, he was making jokes and just really having a great time with the crowd. He even mentioned those that you just said, there were about 5,000 people still left outside. He said the people left outside, they're not as great as real estate as you guys, but we still love them anyways, and they'll be able to come inside next time. So he shared some, you know, hope there for the future for them.
Well, speaking of loving things, everybody loves your hat, Alyssa.
Oh, thanks.
Very nice.
Yeah, this is the first, you know, President Trump hat I've had. I haven't bought the classic MAGA hat. I know many of you have those, but I just thought this one was really cute. After the rally, I was like, why not? And, you know, we got some comments, of course, walking inside the hotel. There's a group of football players, and they all started chanting Trump when they saw my hat. Now, whether it was positive or negative, I don't know, and I frankly don't care. Our cameraman says it was both, so, you know, that's good.
Well, everybody knows,
started.
here in town that President Trump was here.
Yeah.
And there was a rally, so the buzz, you know, people were talking about it. And the newspapers tomorrow, I'd love to get the next day's newspapers and see all the great pictures and interviews that people that do, you know, local journalists do with the people. And we get to meet some of the local media here, too. They're all great. And we all work together, helping each other out in the media pen. So the place was packed. And it was just great.
I just wanted to shout out a pretty funny comment to me, honestly. Kenneth Van should have let President Trump do the Brexit deal. It would have been done a long time ago. That got me. That was pretty funny. You know, he did talk about how easy and how quick some of these deals have been for him. And, you know, he kind of spoke about, we talked about it a little bit at the pre-rally stream last night, talked about it a little bit when we were beginning the stream today, about President Trump going to be talking a lot about trade and a lot about the economy, and of course he did that, and he mentioned Canada working on getting a deal there. He mentioned completing the deal with Mexico, and, you know, he's a deal maker. He goes in and finishes those, and if he doesn't like one, he renegotiates without a problem. He doesn't have any concerns about doing that, and so you're probably right, but there was a nice little amount of humor behind that, Kenneth.
Yeah, a lot of regulars in the chat saying great job tonight. Manning, Luck, JC, Lily Hager's there tonight. Propus, Sanity personified. Good to see everybody in there tonight. Thomas Schroeder, good to see you, my friend. Jabbery, good to see you, Jab. Pamela, Swoosh.
And sorry if I'm looking down, I am finishing up this list, but we just received a comment and donation. Thank you so much. S Blaster, $10 donation, who says Trump retweeted you. Yes, he did.
He did. That was pretty cool. Nice short clip of us panning the crowds. Definitely a really cool moment for us, you know.
And Alyssa did a great job taking that video. You know, she's,
no. That wasn't the one I took.
Oh.
That was his video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you, though. No, okay, so every time President Trump walks out, I do a quick video for Twitter. But that one was our official feed video.
Oh, okay.
Joe actually clipped a, minute or however long it is of the crowds and then tweeted it out as a separate tweet.
Okay.
So thank you, but no, I can't take credit for that.
That's
that
fine.
was all our fantastic cameraman's work.
Great job, guys, behind the scenes. Our RSBN cameraman and Joe Seals behind the scenes doing the great work that, getting the information out there to people. Those short clips are very effective. People, just wanting to see what's going on. And and that's what the buzz is. You could tell the people that showed up today for the rally, they've heard about the buzz, about the rallies, how great they are. So they want to see it for themselves. They want to show up in person and see what are these rallies all about. That's all I hear and see and all the fun that people have. And we're just so glad to be a part of that, to interview people before and after the rally, get reactions and ask them why they're there, what they want to hear President Trump talk about. So that's what it's all about. And it's just a wonderful thing. And we're if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're going to be doing more and more of these rallies, I expect, between now and November 6th.
Yes.
Back to back like we did today. So it's going to be really busy, and we really appreciate you being there with us. Keeps us going, too. Keeps us with that dragon energy.
It does. It definitely does. And we are sorry that we didn't have as many interviews. We had a lot of interviews before outside, but then when we got inside, we're told, oh, no, you can't have equipment down there. And then kind of looking around, we realized, okay, people have equipment down there. we're going to interview Joy Villa and a lot of other fantastic Patriots. And so that's when we kind of, got going again.
Yeah, unfortunately, there was a little bit of a miscommunication about the way that worked. A volunteer kind of shut us down on that. And we fought a little bit, but we were a little bit more patient than we probably should have been. And we got in a couple towards the end there.
Yeah.
Which is something that Alyssa pointed out while we were at the rally. It was nonstop loud. It was nonstop high energy. And the moment Trump disappeared in the corner, it was just, the arena went still.
Yeah.
And things really settled down a lot. It wasn't the usual where we're set up right where people are kind of filing out. Mm-hmm. We were just on the opposite side of where the crowd was ending up exiting, and just the way that the arena was designed. So unfortunately, we weren't able to catch the attention of a lot of people exiting.
Yeah.
But we hope you guys still did enjoy it. We did bring a good amount of interviews for you guys outside. Mm-hmm. And obviously, this is not going to be the last rally. So we'll have plenty more interviews for y'all.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So many more to come. We're really excited for them. And so Max has the Missouri names. We'll do those soon. I still am going through a lot of Vegas names because, just to explain the process a little bit, so for those of you that donated larger amounts, each $25 was a donation. So if you donated $250, then I'm entering your name 10 times. So I'm literally copy and pasting your name 10 times because we want to make sure that this is done fairly and that you guys are able to get some fun prize packs. So I promise it'll be worth it.
And while she's doing that, really quick, we got a $10 donation from Richard Head. I love it when President Trump enumerates all of his accomplishments, particularly since the lamestream media withholds this info from its viewers. That is something that he is very fond of doing. He does it at every single one. It's nice to kind of have a nice update. We're aware of those accomplishments, but sometimes we do forget some of them. We talk a lot about the unemployment, especially for specific groups of people. We talk a lot about the tax cuts. We talk about progress with immigration and that kind of thing. But I really did forget that 4 million people have been lifted off of food stamps. Like, that was something that, kind of slips through your mind with a lot of the things that have occurred.
And he hasn't said that at every rally.
He hasn't. And there are some that he says at every single one. But there are some that, you do kind of just let slip, not on purpose. It just happens. And so it is helpful when he does enumerate. It reminds the people, we're talking about Missouri being the show me state. Give me proof. Show me what you've done. Don't talk to me. Show me. And that's exactly what he did tonight. And he reminded a lot of people that probably forgot that statistic.
Well, you got to give the people the credit. The people are hungry to work. So now there's more job opportunities. People can live the dream. They could, maybe try to start a business or, try, working at a different job. Having the different options of multiple jobs and then finding that job where they feel comfortable with and they get along with people and it's really not work. They're just, when you're having fun, it's not work. So sometimes it takes going from job to job to find the perfect job. So that's the idea of capitalism, having opportunities, multiple opportunities for people, lifting people up, and it's working. And we've been waiting a long time for this. So it's finally happening, and we're only a year and a half or so in. So, the winning, we're not sick of winning yet, but it's going to, more great things are going to happen. And we just have to keep plugging away. We have to get more Republicans elected. Obviously, that'll be a big problem if we just stay the status quo. That could be a problem for opening more doors. But President Trump, I anticipate we're going to come back to states like Missouri here, where President Trump needs to help Josh Hawley win this race. He needs to keep coming back to these states like Missouri, battleground states, so to speak. Maybe red states that aren't really solid red states, like here in Missouri, that candidates need some help. And Josh is a young guy, 38 years old. He's the Attorney General. He's more than well qualified, and he's ready to go. It's just maybe the name recognition, and because people need to get comfortable. A lot of times when people go vote, they look at a name, and if you've made a personal contact with them, like if they've gone to the rally and they heard him speak in person, the chances of that voter voting for the candidate is 10 times higher than as if they've never met them in person. So that's why going door to door is so effective. And hopefully these rallies will be effective too, because Josh Hawley came out and it's almost like he went door to door to 11,000 people right in front of him at the rally. So he'd be able to introduce himself in person. Way more powerful than even a television advertisement. So we'll see, and a lot cheaper too. So it was really a great thing. We're gonna see the real poll. You know, everybody likes to do polls, but the real poll, the only poll that really matters, is on election night.
Let me do it again.
So hopefully we're going to be winning on election night. That's the real poll that matters.
Yeah, and it was cool how even before he came out, his wife Erin Hawley came out and talked to everyone. That was really sweet. She shared a little bit of their love story. They actually met at the Supreme Court.
Wow.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, they were clerks. Yeah, they worked at the Supreme Court.
Yeah, so it was really sweet. And now they have 2 kids, right? Yeah, so sweet family. And that was really cool. The crowd really liked her as well as they got to know her a little bit more.
And it's more about that personal connection, how powerful that is.
So powerful. And we are still working on those names right now from Vegas.
Marsha, making my job a little bit harder. $200 donation.
Oh my goodness.
This will make $400 tonight and gave $200 last night. You rock, RSBN.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marsha.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate that. And he only said his job harder because he's entering names. Now he has to enter the names a lot, but it is making his job easier. So, all of ours. So, thank you, Marsha. We really appreciate you. And yeah, I just finished putting all of your entries in earlier from last night, and so now we're going to work on the ones from just now. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Marsha. We really appreciate it. And all right, yours are entered.
Cool. And right now I'm working on Brenda Copley. So Tom, did President Trump talk about anything tonight that surprised you?
No, I mean he touched a lot of the same issues. He got into more depth about the embassy in Jerusalem, which is really fascinating. I almost want to go there and visit it because it's just the story behind it. Where they initially wanted him to build this embassy, this brand new embassy that cost outrageous amount of money, and then he ended up renovating an existing building that was a lot cheaper, and it only cost, they said over $100,000, and then President Trump said, well, that's kind of cheap. Well, let's spend $400,000. So it was $400,000 versus, a really high number. And so it's very interesting how that all worked out, but that was just one small example of, what's going on a daily basis, just making common sense, smart decisions. And President Trump has a great team around him in the cabinet. Really very super talented team, and he relies on them too. He listens, takes their advice. President Trump's a great listener. He's listening to the people. I think he comes to these rallies and he throws out certain issues, and he kind of gets he tries to get some feedback from the audience. And the audience was there; they were ready to fight with him. It was just they were really fired up, and it's a great thing to see. I know we're in South Central Missouri, so this is a very conservative Republican area, but people do travel far and wide too. So people, you don't know where people are coming from, so they're traveling, and the lines were just super long, and it was a great thing to see. You try to interview as many people as you can, and we always wish you could talk to more people. Yeah. And but it's a great thing to see, and a lot of young people here today.
Yeah.
There were, and we were really working on getting some interviews. We tried. There was a group of people that sought me out towards the beginning, and we tried to make our way back and just couldn't make it happen timing-wise. And then that kind of disappeared. The doors had opened at that point. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that, which is, excuse me, it's a good problem to have. Sometimes we find ourselves at some of these rallies, and you get a stretch in a group of people who are just really hesitant to be interviewed. They just don't want to be on camera or anything like that. And today wasn't a huge problem with that. People were really receptive to the camera, just walking the lines, and it was a very similar situation to what happened in Vegas yesterday. People were, even though we weren't interviewing them, they were still interacting with the camera, cheering and shouting with them whatever they wanted. It was a much more amped up, much more interactive crowd than what we've grown accustomed to. Yeah,
and it was really cool to see that. And even today, they were just lining the streets. On the sidewalks, but it just lined the streets, and it was really cool just to, walk through it, get to know them. It's just a cool and really good moment. I know something that regular media outlets might not experience with Trump supporters. Kind of, they experience the opposite. Lots of booing and fake news. And so I think for us, just walking around, really getting to know the people and being encouraged by them makes up for those little moments when we're all booed, you know, but we know who we are, so it's okay.
Yeah, and it's almost like, you know, when I walk around at the lines, like, you know, a lot of people, they may not know initially who we are, but, you know, I'm not afraid to go up and talk to them, look them right in the eye, say, hey, you know, we're friendly with President Trump. We're Right Side Broadcast Network. We're internet media. We go to all the rallies. We bring the rallies to the people that can't be there. So I say it just like that, and the people then all of a sudden they're, you know, they come around and they're more receptive but yeah, we ask everybody for an interview, but there's, you know, a lot of people that just, they're camera shy. They don't want to give an interview. They're there, you know, for business. They're there to get in the door. Their number one priority is, yeah, they're standing in line, but they want to get in because they know at these rallies there's thousands of people left outside. So it's really, you know, they try to get there early. If they can't, if they're kind of halfway through in line and there's a lot of people in front of them, they start to get worried. So, you know, it's just a great thing, and it's hopefully, you know, we see results. We see winning in November, and it's just it really is surprising. Every rally is a little bit different, and people do travel to get to these rallies. So there's a lot of energy that goes into the rallies, and all, you know, we get to mingle with the law enforcement. They're great people. Yeah, other people in the media, local media stations, like local TV stations, NBC, CBS, ABC stations in the local towns. They're really neat. They're fun to talk to, and they come up to us too, want to know, because we're constantly, during the rally, we're constantly interviewing people, and they're just kind of like fascinated with us. Like we don't stop working. That's the thing. We're always working, and then they're asking us questions: who we are, what network we're with, and what media. So it's pretty cool. We get to interact a little bit with the other media too.
Our camera was set up right next to an NBC station based out of the same town that the University of Missouri is out of, and so they were actually students running that camera. And students, he was a student doing a beat in front of it and actually reporting from, taking
the one
notes.
With the red hair? Yeah,
and then they actually also had two girls help set him up with preset this morning, and also doing some interviews outside the arena as well. So not only were there young people in the crowd, there are also young people in the press, and I had a cool conversation with him. We were just talking about, you know, his job with the news station he was at and how they work with the university. And he, you know, I told him, I was like, I've been to a few of these rallies, and we were having a conversation about it. It was like asking me, like, is it always like this? Is what's different about this one relative to other ones? It was a really cool conversation that we get to have while we were waiting for James and Alyssa to come back out of the arena. Tom and I had a cool conversation with a guy from Fox 2 up in St. Louis. Just a really chilled guy, you know. It was a really casual conversation. I hadn't spoken to him before, but Tom had spoken to him before then. So it's just a really cool opportunity that we get to do. We told you at the arena. Caitlin Collins was in front of me, and I said War Eagle and pointed out my tie. And, you know, we might not have really in-depth conversations or anything like that, but we're all pretty chill with each other. We're all media. We're all journalists. We're all there covering the same thing, and you get to meet some really cool people and interact with some cool people as well. It's a great experience for us, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And it gets pretty crowded. You know, we're in this crowded media pen with others, and you bump into people. Just everybody's working so hard, and it just happens. But
there's no way not to get to know them. And it's just better that way. It's more fun. So, finally finished those Vegas names. And I think Max has the Missouri names. But before that, looks like we got another donation. This is from Richard. Thank you, Richard. $5. He says, I really believe that conservative voters will rise to the occasion this November, and the liberal media will once again be at a loss for words. Thank you, Richard.
I hope so.
Really appreciate that.
I love the Young Turks compilation from Election Day 2016, and I would love to see a sequel to that. So I hope so. If November 6th shows up the way I'm hoping it would, that would be great, because we need another one of those videos. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, do yourselves a favor.
They know.
Watching Cenk and Anna Kasparian lose their minds over 10 minutes is just straight up gold. So it's on this site, so when we're done in a little bit, check that out. It's fantastic.
Yeah, pretty amazing. You know, the technology and clips and memes, and it's a lot of fun, and it's just amazing. So I don't even know where to go from here.
No, it's okay. Max, do you want to start out with the Missouri?
Yeah, I can do that.
Winners. So we're going to draw 3 winners from Missouri today. Sorry, I'm lost. I got confused there because Missouri was today, not yesterday. But we're going to start out with Missouri because that's what I said. So, and then Max is going to pick 3. I'm going to write them down, and we will be posting that on the website. So if you're not watching, if you're not in the chat room, that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Am I writing them down or am I announcing them as I get them?
You are going to announce them, and I am going to take them down. Give me 1 second.
All right, so we're waiting on Alyssa, as usual, guys. I'm sorry.
I had to share this broadcast on Facebook, and if you guys are watching and you haven't shared it on any of your social medias yet, what are you doing? I know you have social media, so please share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat. Okay.
Thank you.
Max, so
Yes.
those Missouri winners from today, who will be the first one?
The first one, a really common name that we see a lot of regular here in the chat, regular donator Lars Anderson.
Lars.
He's the
Congratulations,
first
Lars.
one. So congratulations for that one. You have won a pack from Missouri. Winner number 2, Ajit Sinha.
Congrats, Ajit.
Congrats. That's winner number 2.
Wait. I want to spell it right. Okay.
All right. And the last one, Lynn Jean.
Oh, Lynn Jean.
wow.
Congratulations. We definitely know who you are.
So that completes the prize packs from Missouri, but we still do have Vegas.
Yes, and we're going to announce the highest donor in Missouri. I have that for you as well. And I don't think we have those with us. Do we have the banner with us?
No, I'm sorry.
We
do have
us,
it. We do
but
have
not
it. I don't have it
on
handy.
set. Sorry about
Right.
that. But you guys know what they look like. Obviously, you donated. So the winner of the banner, drum roll, anyone? Let me do a drum roll. Will be Lisa Tanner.
Congratulations,
Congrats, Lisa Tanner. And now we are going to move on to Vegas. So I am going to enter the Vegas names. And Max, if you could pull up a notepad or something to take down these names for Joe.
Very easy.
That would be perfect. Okay,
We also need a winner for our jersey, the Front Row Joe's jersey.
We do.
We have one. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say that right after Vegas.
Shout out to Randall Tom. I know
thank
you're
you,
in
Randall.
the chat. I saw you in the chat. So thank you so much for all your support. And,
Yeah, for sure.
For getting the word out about RSBN too. Always telling people about it. And, it was a great night. And I know I saw you at the rally and, during the rally and after. So it was just a great night. And I know that it was a great success. And hopefully, you really enjoyed it. And safe travels back.
Yeah.
And we'll see you at the next rally, my man.
Where's Randall from?
Minnesota.
Okay. He is so fantastic. So thankful for him. Okay, I'm entering those names right now for Vegas. Stay tuned. Sorry, guys. It's been a long couple days.
Thank you.
Another cool thing that happened at the rally while we're waiting for these Vegas names to kind of be selected, something that, was another new topic, or at least kind of a new thing that Trump has spoken about live and candidly. He called out Antifa tonight. He's mentioned them before, and obviously Fox has kind of gone after him a little bit and other people there. But this was one of the first rallies that I can remember him going after Antifa off the cuff the way he did. Not only, there was a couple nice little shots there saying that when they take their masks off, they look like they still live with their moms, which was a pretty funny comment.
That.
And then he finished it up by kind of gesturing a little small and saying, "This is about the size of their muscles." He definitely was in rare form tonight. I think Vegas loosened him up a little bit.
Yeah,
and
funny.
he went after.
Vegas can do that.
Yeah, Vegas can do that. And so basically, Trump, that was just new for us.
Well, there's been some roadblocks with the Phoenix rally, and there's going to be a rally in Phoenix sometime in October, guaranteed. But there's been some roadblocks legally because there was a rally in Phoenix last year, and the protesters and the police, the police had to, contain the protesters, and they used, tear gas and things. So there were lawsuits about that. And protesters, they want to be seen and heard.
Yeah.
And they were in Missouri today. They were seen. They weren't too far from the lines. So that's all they want. They want to be seen and heard.
They were pretty peaceful.
We want to protect their First Amendment
today?
rights. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It was good. Everything went well. It's I try to see both sides, and there's always a lesson to be learned at every rally, and trying to get better and better at this. And I think a year, we've come a long way in a year from last year to this year. In terms of the rally, everything about the rally in itself. So in law enforcement and everybody setting up the rallies and media, us and the people in line, they know when you go, the crowds, if there's somebody protesting inside the venue, the crowds know exactly what to do. They start chanting, Trump, 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 and they hold up their signs. And then the law enforcement, they know exactly where to go. And it's a pretty smooth thing, to remove somebody who's protesting inside the rally. So everybody's working together, and everything's getting better, and everything's working out smoother. And we will be back in Phoenix very soon.
Yes, we will.
Oh, I hope to go to that one.
I'm excited for that. So I have those Vegas names ready. But first, got a special shout out. Max just showed me, thank you, Max, from two of my best friends back at home, Katie and Elizabeth. Hope you guys are doing well, and thank you for watching. Share this on Facebook if you haven't yet. And also, wanted to shout out those Vegas winners. So, Max, are you ready to take those down?
Look, I've been ready.
Okay. So, first of all, Christine Hutt. Congratulations, Christine.
Good to go.
And second one, Chad Lohmeyer. Congratulations, Chad.
All right.
And the third one, Beverly Bender. Congrats, Beverly. Really, really, really appreciate you. And we also are going to be announcing the winner of that jersey in just 1 second. I'm getting that name right now from headquarters, so stay tuned for that.
Headquarters, that makes it sound so official.
It means chill. But yeah.
And the three of us, we still have to sign the jersey, so we're going to try to get as many people as we can from our crew to sign it. Maybe even RSBN cameraman will sign it tonight, so it'd be pretty cool. And and then Joe Seals, when we get the jersey back to Auburn, Alabama, our boss Joe Seals, he'll sign it too. So it's pretty cool. And Randall Tom was wearing the jersey today, one of the front row Joes, and he's already signed it. And I saw his name on there, and Cindy Hoffman too. So
Randall brings some eyes for me for the next rally. That's sick burn game.
Yeah, I think Lily Hager said that Randall went to bed a little bit early. He's had a long 2 days.
Wow,
but
I'm shocked.
We'll definitely let him know the next time we interact with him, James.
Yes. So if you guys want to do a drum roll, getting some information in from headquarters. So quick correction, and apologies come from headquarters as well. So Lisa actually did not win the banner, she won the jersey.
Okay.
So
still
Lisa
really cool.
Tanner, yes, really
I want
cool.
my signature more than I'd want the other signatures.
Yes.
I mean, I love everyone that was out there, but I mean, come on, you've got the three of our cameraman signatures, so
yes. So Lisa Tanner won the jersey, and Marsha K won the banner.
Congratulations,
Marsha. And I know you're watching right now. So congratulations, Marsha.
And we got a lot of signatures on that banner, Marsha, so thank you very much. You're really going to enjoy it. And the jersey, that's a great win too, because I don't think we're going to have the jersey at every rally, but so that's a great, it was
kind of a special thing from today.
Yeah, it's a part of history. The front row Joes, they're always there and they help each other, and they really do a lot for us at RSBN, getting the word out about our network, and they'll do anything for us. They just love us, and they love all of you too. Mm-hmm. And we're all in this together. Where we go one, we go all. Yes. So, shout out to all Diamond and Silk, now we're
so fun
partnering up with
them.
Yeah. And they're wonderful. Patriot Soapbox too on YouTube. We've already partnered with them, and how wonderful they are, and giving us donations. And we met a couple loyal viewers of Patriot Soapbox in line at the rally, and they came up to say hi. And so it's a wonderful thing, to partner with these different groups and work together. They show our stream on their social media, so it's really, really cool.
Yeah, and I see you guys all excited. James Wolf congratulating Marsha K. That's so awesome. He said Marsha K was pulling for you. So glad you won tonight. I hope that I was talking earlier. We were talking about this at dinner, just about how great you guys are, and I hope that I really mean it. I hope that you guys, if you haven't been to a rally, you can come, because so many of you, I feel like I know you from the chat room, but then to meet you in person would just be such a blessing.
It's pretty cool. We met James Wolf.
Yes.
It was great to meet him. Actually, it's great. I mean, people are, just like the people we meet at the rallies, they love our country, and that's the most important thing. What comes from the heart reaches the heart. So it's just unbelievable, the people showing up. And President Trump talked about that. He said any other politician would get maybe 300 people at any gathering. Yes. And here we have 5,000 just left outside, can't even get in the building. So this is really, this is history. We're living in history. Many books are going to be written about this presidency. In the future, we're all going to be looking back and pinching ourselves. We're like, wow, we're all witnessing this, and we're all part of this. And it's really a great thing.
Yeah, and that reminds me, something awesome President Trump said today that I tweeted out. He said, this wasn't about me, this was a movement.
Yeah, it is.
And it definitely was, and I love it when he just has those moments and shows everyone that it's not about him. Oftentimes mainstream media likes to make him seem a little bit more, like his ego's high, or whatever, but he says we, and he really, knows the people, and so it's just really awesome that he has those moments. And
President Trump represents the American dream. Everybody has a dream. They want a successful life, a way to make a living, a family, a happy life, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So I call it the relentless pursuit of happiness. So, President Trump is the American dream. He has lived it, and not everybody, people are striving for things, but they see him and they respect him, a very successful businessman, and his actions, by running for president. He doesn't ever have to work again. He could literally sit on a couch and do nothing for the rest of his life, but he's the president of the United States, and, he's not taking any salary. He's already made it. So he's just doing it for the people, for the, obviously for the love of the country, and to make America great again, because that's what it's all about. And it's happening. It's happening right before our eyes.
Definitely. And also wanted to let you guys know that, one, first of all, congratulations. And second, if you won, your name will be posted on our website within 5 minutes. And you must this is from headquarters, obviously. And you must claim the prize within 72 hours, so within the next 3 days, by sending an email to feedback@rsbn.tv with your address and information. So don't miss out. And if you guys know a winner, let them know what I just said, or else they're not going to win their prize. So if one of the winners happens to be your neighbor, cousin, or best friend from home, let them know.
Yeah, so if you know Lynn Jean, we know Lynn Jean's watching.
No, she's watching. She's always watching. She's absolutely
Lars Anderson,
fantastic.
We know he's watching, or he'll watch the archive, and well-deserved, Lars, so great job. Everybody's a winner tonight, and we're going to do another contest the next rally, so just keep watching. There's another reason for you to, stay tuned in. And don't forget about our 24-hour chat. In between the rallies going on all day and all night, a lot of our regulars are in the 24-hour chat. And the moderators post links, to news stories and to updates about the next rally or what's going on, Alyssa's nightly news show. So, just stay tuned, and you're going to get all the latest information, and you're going to make some new great friends too. It's really a wonderful thing.
For sure. Now, Tom, really quick, headquarters just got in touch with me. I think we're going to keep that up. I think we're just going to call them headquarters. It's a lot more fun.
That's what I do during my nightly news recaps.
Interesting. Okay, so headquarters wants to know, Tom, if you remember Guando and Grand Lord, and if you remember what that means.
It rings a bell. I really don't know for sure, but it rings a bell.
All right. I mean, look, guys, I'm as confused as you are, but, you know, when the boss tells you to ask something, you ask it. And he says that's sad.
Oh.
So I don't know where we go from here.
Well, was that one of the Browns kickers that, missed the field goal?
No, that was Zane Gonzalez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's a bad word in Cleveland right now, Zane Gonzalez. That's for sure.
He's already been replaced.
What's a good word? Baker Mayfield. Yeah. That's a good word right there.
We actually saw a jersey at the rally. Someone was wearing one. He was
wearing a Johnny Manziel jersey.
Oh, well, yeah.
He was wearing.
Oh, that's right, number 2.
Are they really different people? We'll find out.
Yeah.
But he was wearing a Johnny Manziel jersey.
That's right.
I did a little money sign because I was enjoying that. Sorry. Back to politics.
While you're on sports, everyone's asking if this is an Auburn tie.
It is an Auburn tie. It is. It's got that beautiful blue and orange here, and then you got some awesome little Auburn logos going across right here. It's subtle, but it's good enough. I love it. It's a beautiful tie. I'm glad you guys like it. I'll wear it in the South a lot because, it's fun to wear in the SEC. If I wore that out in Phoenix, it doesn't do the same thing. But I'm glad you guys like it. I couldn't wait to debut this tie. I've had it in my closet for a few months. Secret Service liked it. And Secret Service did like it. I was able to use it to mess with CNN. This tie came in really handy today, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it'll see some more Trump rallies, and I really think it will.
So you were asking me that question before. Was that a popular place to eat in Auburn?
What, Guando and Grand Lord? No, I've never heard of it. I'm hoping Joe comes back to us on what's it mean. Yeah, I don't know where to go from here on that. But anyways,
I didn't know if that had anything to do with food. We talk about food and sports a lot, but we just have fun, and it's really exciting to you meet different people from different parts of the country too. If it wasn't for RSBN or President Trump rallies, we wouldn't have met. So you think about it, people making new friends at the rallies, and Guando the song. Okay.
And Grand Lord quality streams.
Okay.
Is ringing a bell?
Yeah. No,
I got a lot going on right now. I don't know.
There. It's been a day.
I don't know
guys.
why. I want to say yes,
such
but
a crazy.
It has.
I don't know what's wrong.
48 hours.
Things
I said Hannity was going to be at this rally, and he was at the rally in Vegas, so I really got all these rallies mixed up, and it must have been really cool to see him. But I'm actually a fan of Hannity, so I'd love to meet him and love to see him.
I mean, we've all kind of done things like that. I remember when I was on the mic, I called Billy Long, congressman from Springfield. I ended up calling him Billy King, which I think I either said Billy King or Billy Knight. I don't really remember it, but I do know that it was one of the two. And after I handed off the mic, I was like, I think I just used the wrong last name. We're all in that mindset right now.
I said Hannity was going to be at this rally. He was at the rally in Vegas, so I really got all mixed up.
We're all a little bit jumbled up.
Must have been really cool to see him. Great job today. I'm actually with really no sleep. I'd love to rally to another Vegas to Missouri, and I think I mentioned at the rally. Taking the red eye to ride the red wave.
That was good.
That
was really
good. On that note, so Joe is very adamant about this song right now. So right now, Joe is actually about to play this song on the stream, and we're gonna turn it up here and listen to it, and hear what that is. So
can we do that? Is it copyright free?
I don't know, but that's what Joe said he's doing.
Piece of it?
Vegas to Missouri, and I think I mentioned at the rally, taking the red eye to ride the red wave.
That was good. That was really good.
On that note, so Joe is very adamant about this song right now. So right now, Joe is actually about to play this song on the stream, and we're going to turn it up here and listen to it and hear what that is. So you used to sing the song all the time. You used to sing the song all the time in the chat.
It's a good song.
Oh, the mic's still hot.
So they're getting double now. Turn off.
Okay.
Getting double. Well, anyways, sorry about that feedback. Thank you for sharing that memory, Joe. Do you guys have any other thoughts that you want to add from today, or your maybe we could do like a best part of the day in 10 seconds or less?
Yeah, I'll go first while Tom's figuring out, because I have it.
A quick best
Josh
part.
Hawley came out with a lot more charisma than I was expecting. I've been following this Missouri Senate race since, candidates started announcing for the primaries. I had a feeling it would be tight. And Hawley led that crowd really strong. He really got them riled up. He really got them interacting. He got his sound bites that he wanted. He got exactly the things the way he wanted it said.
Yeah.
And had a really positive interaction with President Trump. So I really think that was my big takeaway from tonight, was Josh Hawley came out here, and this was Trump's show, but Hawley did a great job of making what he said and what he did rememberable and remarkable for those voters that he was speaking to today.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing I remember the most about the whole experience is 3 words: Black Sheep Burgers. It was just a phenomenal place.
It really was.
I like to support
You
local
went
businesses.
last night, right?
Yeah.
When
Yes.
you were in Vegas.
We tried to go back again tonight because it was so good, but we couldn't. The lines
They
were too
packed, yeah.
So,
even
more
those
lines.
those girls we met at Panera, that's the first place they recommended.
long. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so fun.
So
It was
I'm really
fantastic.
impressed with the city of Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah.
Just great people, great local establishments, great. It's just a great part of the country. Rick, it's actually smack dab in the middle of the country. So, you can get to the Midwest from here easy, to the South. You can get to Denver or Dallas pretty easily from here. So it's a great place to be. There's a lot of retirees that are moving here from the South up here to South Central Missouri to retire for retirement. There's a lot of recreation here with the lakes and the Ozarks. So I'm just so glad to be to be able to visit and meet the people. And it's really a wonderful thing. So in supporting President Trump and great candidates like Josh Hawley, that's even better. And so we need Josh Hawley in the United States Senate, that's for sure. And I know for sure we're going to be back. We're going to be back to Missouri because of the great response from the people here.
And it's a great state, so I'm totally okay with that. And my favorite thing from today, honestly, would really just be interviewing everyone beforehand. I don't know why. The energy just felt different that time. And also my first time, interviewing people right after I came from the airport. So maybe I still have some leftover energy from Vegas, which is weird. I'm probably going to crash right after this.
Probably.
But just the energy was amazing today. And so thankful for each and every person that we got to meet, interview, interact with. It was so much fun.
Oh, absolutely. It was great. And it's only going to get better and better from here.
Yeah.
Enthusiasm levels rising as we get close to the election. We're close to 45 days till November 6th.
That's awesome.
Yeah. 100 days till Christmas. So, start making your Christmas list. Start buying your Christmas
I
items.
need to start shopping.
And for those of you who are going to kind of keep your eye on where these next rallies are coming from, we don't have any word on next week. We're Friday night's wrapping up here, and still nothing announced for next week. So we're not sure what that'll look like just quite yet. But for those of you who are curious, when can I go to one of these? When will I not have to drive for multiple days or for an entirety of a day to come show up? Have an eye on those polls in a lot of these states. I mentioned them earlier today. I'm going to kind of shout a few out. If you're near Michigan, if you're near Arizona, if you're near Tennessee, if you're near Florida or in Florida, if you're in one of those states, if maybe even Indiana could be another one. Montana, things are tight again. West Virginia, President Trump is very set on removing Mnuchin out of that seat. So there are a few states, he's already been to a handful of those, but he could always return to them because those are some key races that are still tight. Blackburn in Tennessee is down a couple points. McSally is down a couple points in Arizona. He just met with John James, the White House, down a few points as well. Rosendale in Montana, tied up. These are really close races. He needs as many of these as he can get. Yes. We talked a lot about how close Hawley and McCaskill were today. I don't need to repeat those numbers, but that could be another one that he comes to, and this could be another state he comes to, and we'll see definitely some new states sprinkled in there as well for those of you who are not near those areas. But if you want to know where President Trump will go next, just keep your eyes on the tightest Senate and congressional races out there, and it's a very good chance that he'll show up.
Yes, and on YouTube, I just shared the link to his website, donaldjtrump.com/rallies. That's where you'll be able to see where those rallies are, and how you can go to them, how you can get tickets, different things like that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, for tuning in, giving us a little part of your day, or maybe your whole day if you were watching the rally. And thank you for donating. We appreciate each and every single one of you so much. We can't express that enough, and we can't do this without you guys. So just thank you for your support.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. We do appreciate it. We can't say that enough, and we can't really show that enough. It takes a lot of energy for what Alyssa and our cameraman did yesterday and today. It takes a lot of energy to just do this for one day, but to do it back-to-back on very little sleep, sleeping on planes and airport floors, it's another level. And so we really do appreciate that a lot. We do ask for donations. That's how we get to do this. We love doing this, and we don't want that to seem ungrateful, because we're extremely grateful for what you guys do and for how you help us out. So thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. As a young student at Auburn, I would have never dreamed of being able to do this a year ago, and here I am, and it's all because of what you guys do for this network and do for this family. So thank you guys so much for all of your help and support.
Yes, and have a great night. Love you guys. And for Right Side Broadcasting Network, I'm Alyssa Ashe.
I'm Max Kleiber, Twitter handle, first name, last name, RSBN.
Tom O'Neill, thanks for watching, and we wish you a good night, and we'll see you again soon.
Have a good night, guys.